And what is going on YouTube? Just Another Gaming Channel is back with week 2 of the Prison of Elders. Now, this week's challenge for extra bonus points is grenade kills. Now, this is a perfect example to show how amazing the new Void Walker is if you set him up correctly. You essentially want everything on life drain. You want more, you want energy drain and life drain. You want the setting that allows every ability to give you energy drain. So a grenade kill, a Nova Bomb kill, a bitch slap, which doesn't have to kill, will activate the drain. Now, one of the buffs this week, one of the modifiers is increased grenade regeneration. But just watch this, it is unbelievable. I'm wearing the nothing manacles, so I'm using scatter grenades. I've got 2 of them. Okay, now there's an overall fast regen, which I don't think I hardly ever get to use because every single kill I get instantly regens one of my grenades. And this would happen without the modifier on, because the tweaks I've made to the warlock is just unbelievable. And you'll see in a minute. You'll see. Just watch how I throw these grenades about in a minute. It's just unbelievable. And there's only 2 of us, and we comfortably made the points, no problem. So I hope you enjoy it. And just watch this. Okay, 2 grenades, you can see them on the left side, and grenade kill. And look at that regen, look at that regen. Okay, second grenade out, and regen again. And grenade out, and regen. And that regen happens, as long as you've got your settings right, that regen happens when you bitch slap him. Don't forget, when you bitch slap, you get the energy drain. When you bitch slap, you get a life steal as well, as long as you've got the settings right. And this is unbelievable. I mean, it is just, I use my sleeper, simulant and sniper on the boss and a bit of the primary, but for the most part I don't really use my weapons that much. It is just grenade after grenade. Look, so I've got double nades, and my discipline is not maxed out on this character. It doesn't need to be, and this is what's great. You're probably better off running intellect and strength on this build, because the abilities will regen your grenades instantly. So you don't, when you spawn in, you start with grenades anyway. And even if you run out of grenades, you've got your strength high, so one little bitch slap and you've got your grenades back. So I recommend that if you're going to run double nades and nothing manacles, or even if you don't want to run double nades, that's fine. You might want to use the double melee, the claws of Ahamkara. You might want to use those to give you the double melee, so you can get your grenade back twice. Just have a max strength and max intellect build. I mean, if you want discipline as well, just on the off chance that you're going to run out of grenades. But you've got some good options now. You've got double melee with the claws, or you've got double nades with this. Now, what's good about the energy drain is that when you melee and it activates the energy drain, not only does it give you back your grenade, it starts to regen your melee attack. So you know how frustrating the radiance was when you're going up against people using the Heart of Praxis Fire. This is way more efficient. It is essentially having a constant respawned Sunsinger, but better, faster grenades, more of them. It's just the rate at which they regen is, I'd say, faster, or as fast as it's probably faster than the radiance when it's activated. Even with the Heart of Praxis Fire, it's tough. I mean, the good thing about this is that it's just constant. It is just constant. So I absolutely recommend that you try this class out. Look through your options. I can't remember exactly what they are off by hand, but look through your options. Move everything towards ability drain. If you want life drain, I mean, you can take life drain off as an option. If you're wearing the ram, you might want to go with the ram and just have 1 melee, 1 grenade. So you've got life drain no matter what you use. Then you could put your drain ability into your Nova Bomb or something like that. There's so many little. I mean, this really changes the meta. It really changes the meta of this game. So I recorded 2 runs of this. I'll split it's a single recording of 49 minutes, which I certainly won't won't commentate for that long. But I've just reached level 25 with my warlock on future warlocks. I'm just doing the challenges for the for the exotic armband. But I just had to get this video up because I'd be excited. I mean, my boy Aaron's using scatters. I don't think he's running manacles though, and I don't think he's got his class set up like mine, which is why I can just look at that. Just look at that grenade regen. Look at that every time. Look at it. Boom, regen. That's because that's every grenade kill, every hit from an ability regens your grenades. It's just it's an unbelievable game meta that's developing right now, and this will be really prevalent in PvP. It won't be as aggressive because you know what it's like 6v6. To get in close and get those melees in is not easy. But I mean, I just had a quick game of control, and straight off the bat I put double nades over a control flag, killed 2 people, got my grenades back, and I'm ready to go straight away. So you get that kill, and the scatter grenades will kill an enemy. A PvP player in one grenade. You know, you get you land that grenade next to him, and all the little scatters track. Bob is your uncle, my son. So, sleeper stimulant. I think I've bumped mine up to 323, 326, something like that. And I'm enjoying this setup. I've got the Shadow Price, I've got the Queen Sniper, and I've got a sleeper stimulant. The Sniper and the stimulant are for boss DPS. The primary is for getting ads off me in case I'm out of grenades or I don't want to blow myself up. But 50 kills, I think 49 of those were grenades, and just the 1 kill on the boss with the weapon at the end. But I essentially go into each round. My advice is, you go into each round. Yeah, you do DPS and constantly throw grenades. If you've got this set up, you will constantly be able to throw grenades. You do DPS with your heavy and your sniper on the boss as much as you can. My technique is you're going to want to push this round as long as possible. So basically, until Varric starts to complain, and then even for a couple of minutes after, you can, even if he does start to decrease your score, you can outweigh his decrease by getting a lot of kills. So as you see, boom, 22,000. Boom, 22,000. That's all, and that's all she wrote because I'm out of ammo. So it is as much DPS as possible to get him down to very low health. And the plan behind that is, once Fight starts complaining, in case he does start to rapidly take his score away, he's only 1 or 2 shots away from dying. So there is a mechanic on this. If anyone doesn't know, if not done PoE yet, on this particular boss fight, there are 3 Scions, and the boss are all immune. Now look at the boss's shield. Yeah, it's whipping around blue energy. There's a Saiyan out there. There he is on the left side. No, that's the boss. There he is. Look, there's a Saiyan who's got a same energy field, an aura around him. So every time you do damage to the boss, he gets a particular type of shield. The blue is arc. Yeah, we both die here. Get bitch slapped white shield. He comes in to revive me, and he gets bitch slapped. Okay, so as you saw, the Scion's energy field was blue. That means he's got an arc-based shield. Okay, there's arc, void, and solar, as you're aware. Now, what happens is the other 2 Scions are immune. Whatever shield the boss has got, that Scion's appropriate shield will be able to be taken down and killed. Once you kill that Scion, the boss becomes vulnerable for a set amount of time, of quite a short amount of time. So essentially, you look for the shield colour, you take out the Scion with the same shield, you DPS the boss, they all become immune again. The boss's shield rotates to a different frequency, either solar or void. Then you track the other Scion and take out the appropriate Scion with the relevant shield, and rinse and repeat. While you're doing this, you want to be constantly throwing grenades, which, you know, if you've got this, I know I keep going on about it, but if you've got this character set up like this, it is constant grenades. The Titan was a bit different. Of course, there is an option with the Armentarian for double nades. The Hunter, I would recommend double trip mines and a full discipline build. That's what you're going to want. I've not done it with my Hunter yet. I mean, with the Warlock, we outmatched this score on a couple of rounds by the 30,000 needed. We did 38,000 on one of the runs. With the Titan, we beat the 30,000 by about 270 points. And what's interesting is that there's only 2 of us now, so we could have racked up close to 50,000. I've done 48,000 on one of them on last week's run with the headshots. Precision shots get more damage. So supers still get more kills, precision still gets slightly more points. Sorry, you know, abilities get more points, precisions get more points, but only slightly. The grenades essentially double and triple your scores. That's what you want to do. If you have to kill your primary or your supers, do it. Go for precision shots and make sure those supers land, because you will get extra points. The hunter, you know, it's hard to. One of my teammates was playing with a hunter earlier when I was playing with a Titan, and the best method with a hunter is to run the bow. Now, I did say double trip mines, which is the gunslinger. So this is the options you have to choose. You can go double trip mine, yeah, which is good, having 2 nades and high discipline build, hopefully getting back quickly. But the good thing about the bow is that you can group those enemies together. So one of my teammates earlier, I didn't record it unfortunately, he grouped a load of Vex on the last level together, and I put an incendiary grenade in from my Titan. It hit in the middle and it set them all on fire. Now, they were taking burning damage over time because it's an incendiary grenade, but what was really useful is because they were tethered, that damage became critical, and I killed about 8 or 9 enemies with 1 grenade, setting them on fire because they're all clustered. So that's a trade-off. It would be best to try and, if you're going to do this, you know, I assume most people can do it in sets of 3 with 2 other teammates. What you want to do is make sure you split your characters wisely. Have a warlock set up as void like this, or if you don't have the nothing manacles and you don't want to run this type of setup, use your radiance, use your praxit fire. You know, don't wait till you die, just keep using your radiance when you get it, and throw as many grenades as possible. The Sunsinger armbands, is it? The Sunsinger, what are the armbands? The ones that essentially, you know, the first grenade that's like a ball, that's like a mini sun. The armbands are now back from year 1 that extend the time of those grenades, how long they burn for, and they extend them massively. So if you don't want to run Firebolt, you want to run those initial grenades that burn like the sun. If you've got the gauntlets, use those rather than the heart packs of fire, because they do burn for a long time, and you're gonna get enemies backing away, but they will clip it, will get set on fire, and they will burn for a long time. Being able to throw 5-6 of those around and keep them burning for 10-15 seconds a piece, you're probably going to get some good kills with that. So I highly recommend that as an option. But if you're going to play as sets of 3, always allocate your team as best you can, so that you've got as many grenades as possible, that you've got things that support each other. Now, it would be great to have 3 warlocks all running nothing manacles, yeah? But then when you all run it again, suddenly you're going to have 3 Titans or 3 Hunters or whatever, and they don't have this capacity. So it's probably best to put your one warlock in with 1 Titan and 1 Hunter, yeah? So you could use double trip mine, golden gun, DPS the boss with a golden gun, double trip mines. You could use the bow to tether the enemy so that each grenade throw is critical damage, so even if you have 1 grenade, it counts, it really does count. So that's my recommendations. The last level which you'll see is the Vex. This level was the most frustrating, particularly when I did it this morning, because I couldn't figure out the mechanics on why they were all immune, and I wasted a hell of 2 sets of hammers trying to take down the boss while I was immune. The thing about the last level, which is the Vex, you know, the kind of taken bombs that they spawn in and explode very quickly, and they do some serious damage. They spawn in essentially on top here, so just keep an eye out for when they spawn in. I played without my headset on earlier, so no sound, I didn't hear them coming in. It took me out several times. Now, I do actually die during this game about... I think on the second run I died 7 times the entire way through it, and normally I go flawless, or I might die once. But because I'm basically been so aggressive running around putting these grenades in everyone's face, I get a little careless at times and get taken out. There's other times when I'll get like sniped and hit with a boss weapon at the same time, triple snipe, stuck in that I get sniped and then stuck on a bomb. You know, it's just Anyway, so that was the Cabal level. Remember, 3 Scions have matching shields. Each time the Scion shield matches to the boss's, his shield and his health can be taken down. Once you've taken down the Scion, you can take down the boss. It's a very short window, maybe 15 to 20 seconds, maybe 10 to 20 seconds. It's probably on the lower side. We'll guess at 15. Maybe not quite that long, because that's quite a long time in combat. But you get the picture. His shield will rotate. He goes immune again. His shield will become, say he had an arc shield, his shield will now become void or solar. The matching Scion with a solar shield or void shield, whichever matches the boss, you can damage him. It took me a while to figure that out. At first I thought, was it proximity based? Did you have to get the guy with a solar shield next to the boss when he has a solar shield on? I thought perhaps it was something to do with the weapon types, that only solar weapons could damage the guy who's solar, and solar weapons could damage the boss. But I was wrong. It is matching and allocating shields from the boss to the Scions with a limited period of DPS in between, but keep those grenades going. Now, this is great, this level, because see the red circle I'm stood in? Look, bomb above me, bomb above me. Ooh, be careful. Now, there's 2 things about this level. It's good because that pit just in front of the boss, where, you know, is constantly flooded with, you know, sometimes up to 10 enemies grouped up. The frustrating thing is half of them are projecting the invulnerability beam. You know, so you're putting grenades in and you're damaging half of them, the other half are totally immune, so it's frustrating. So as you can see, I'm putting nades in and trying to DPS the boss as much as possible. And I've got to say, just off topic, I did an antiquated rune earlier, and it's the eyes that spawn in at rapid fire. There's 3 ogres, a huge ultra ogre and a witch, and my mate, there were me and another guy, my mate tethered the ogre, and then I went in with my sleeping stimulant and did 160,000 per shot on that ogre. 2 shots and I think a couple of snipes for somebody else, and boss were down. Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. So as you can see, I'm trying to DPS, and I always tend to stay around this area, and this is my problem here. This is why I die a lot on this game, because this pillar is not adequate protection. You go behind there, he knows you're there, and the splash damage when you're already red health, so you're running away. So the splash damage is is the thing that does it. So as you can see, I started to shoot him. Now what I'm finding out is at this level, 42, they actually can survive grenades. So my recommendation for this level is to soften them up slightly with your primary weapon. We're talking just a little bit of spray, take the health down, even 5%, the grenade should finish them off. The other issue with the scatter grenades is they track targets, so if you've got a cluster of enemies, the grenade will split up and they won't all go for the same target. So that's what you've got to take in mind. But I mean, I'm not really normally a fan of these grenades. I would normally use the vortex grenades because I like the DPS over time. The grenade stays there and keeps damaging. But to be honest, and the only reason I used these was because of the nothing manacles. I thought 2 grenades better than 1. Turns out these grenades are awesome. They're awesome. They're definitely by far the best grenade. Well, I say that, but if you've got the vortex grenade and you go into your subclass menu and you set up so you've got extended duration of your Nova bomb and your vortex grenade, they actually become quite serious contenders as a top grenade. I'm not sure what the other grenade is. Is it a fusion grenade or something like that? I can't really remember. Yeah, not worth using. So, oh yeah, I've just remembered actually. Okay, this is an option if you're running the hunter. You got the double trip mines. Well, I just realised that you can have double nades, can't you? Can you have double? You can. No, you can have double nades on your warlock, Sunsinger. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's double knives on the hunter for sure. Whether you can have double grenades or not, I don't know. But I think it's double nades on. If you can have double nades, that's an option. I can't quite remember. But double nades is an option on the hunter if that option's available. If not, double trip mines, always a good go. Or you've got to make sure you got a full discipline build. That's the only thing. If you're running the Night Stalker, I'm not sure which grenade to really recommend. Probably not the Void Wall because I don't think it's strong enough. I mean, if you've got a max discipline and you've got a fast regen on your grenades anyway, so that might be good for taking out big clusters of enemies. But it is, I suppose it's personal preference. I mean, I chose the incendiary grenade for the Titan because it does do DPS over time, and that got me a lot of kills. A grenade at the feet, it killed one, set the other few on fire, and you know, eventually get the kill. But look at that grenade regen, look at that instantly, look at that drain. Can you see my grenade filling up on the left side? That's because of the tweaks they've made to the energy drain, which I think is brilliant. However, played a guy. I think if anyone watches my channel, you'll see one of my Trials of Osiris videos I put up, and we played a warlock who had all these abilities set up, and he killed he didn't kill me. I managed to kill him, but he was the only guy left, and he took out both teammates. And when I engaged him, and I was next to my teammates when he took him down, and they did a lot of damage because of how he took him down. He had full health when I engaged him. So this is a problem. Now I do die here, but I know I'm going to die. Or do I make it out? No, I make it out. Oh, okay. It's the second run where I die, but you know, Virus is going to start calling it soon, unless I think he's already called it. So now it's time to do DPS on the boss. So I went in for the Nova Bomb. Now I'm chucking those grenades at him. The Shadow Priest is putting in some work. Although it feels like, oh, it takes a lot to do to finish him off. It feels like a bit of a bullet sponge when you're using, you know, kinetic weapons primaries. Because I think last week primary weapons had a buff, so they really put in some work. As this week there is no buff for the primaries, and down I go again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one I get 7 deaths on. Again, normally I'm more cautious, but I'm flying around like a madman with those grenades. So yeah, but you know, it's all in a bit of fun. It's not very stressful. It's, you know, it's comfortable. And just trying to, but can you see that last bit of health he's got? And I'm putting clip after clip into him, and it seems like it's not going down. I've got no sniper, no heavy. Okay, Varrett, stop growing impatient, buddy. We're gonna kill him for you. Put him somewhere, and there we go. And that's your 3 rounds this week. Hopefully, any tips that you enjoyed will help, depending on your classes. So, armamentarian when it comes to the Titan. Now I ran hammers for that extra DPS because you do get a little bit more bonus damage from killing with supers rather than a normal kill, and you get a little bit of bonus damage from your precision kills. But it's your grenades that give you the most by far. So you gotta find a way to get those grenades out. Remember, there's a buff on. One of the modifiers is fast regen on grenades. So even if you've got single grenades, you will actually be throwing them every sort of 10 seconds. Except, you know, I could throw mine every 3 or 4 seconds because of the setup I've got. We'll go back to the tower, show you the rewards. I didn't show you the rewards I got, or I won't be showing you the rewards I got on the second run because I cancelled it. I did actually get I got Queensbreaker's Bow and Dreg's Promise, and I didn't even realise I had the Dreg's Promise. 326 Dreg's Promise. And I'll tell you one thing I did get. One of the rewards on the second run was her champion shotgun. And it's a 328, but oh my god, the impact on it. It makes the conspiracy theory look like a pea shooter, and you know how high the impact on that is. I'm not joking though, I can't wait to try it out in PvP. I mean, the rate of fire is horrendous, however, the impact is I know it's a different class, but it's higher than all my snipers. You know, but you know, it's a different class, so it doesn't really count. But the impact bar is more than two thirds full, and that's a shotgun impact bar, 2/3 to bin full. So we're heading back to the reef right now, and we shall see what we get as a reward. Hopefully it is something pleasant. Now the fallen armor that they've been given, I've kept the cloak. I've got the keeper's cloak for the warlock. I really should give it to somebody else because I've got a 320 Proxic Fire, 323 Alchemist Radiant, 324 Void Fang Vestment, 325 Spectre Infinite Robes, and now a 327 keeper's cloak. And I don't, I want to keep it just. But the fallen armor in general, I know the scavengers. But it does look like the scavengers, and I don't like the arms on the hunter. I got rid of those. I don't like the armor on the. Oh, and here we are, the Her Champion. So look at this impact. Look at that impact. Can you believe it? Anyone that's used it, wow, I'm impressed. But I'm gonna look forward to trying that in Trials of Osiris and PvP. I mean, the In Times of Need shotgun there, which is one from the Crucible, is an amazingly powerful shotgun. But this thing, the impact on this, if you can make that first shot count, oh boy. It's got some good perks. I mean, fitted stock. It's got crowd control, which is brilliant. Fitted stock, stability. I don't think it's going to kick because of the slow rate of fire. The kick on it's not going to be that important. So I'm probably going to put flared magwell on that fast reload, and kills to grant extra ammo. Well, that'd be great in PvP if that worked out. You're running around with 2 shots, get a kill, and you've got a few more in reserve all of a sudden. So anyway, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the rambling. I hope some of the tips on the class setups and what to expect from Prison of Elders helped. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Cheers.